Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. We've got an unboxing of the next generation VIBE 3 of the Zeblaze always-on sports fitness watch. This is starting to become a common style of manufacturing, is a really big screen with an on display and lots of different features inside. And the new Zeblaze VIBE 3 has got all sorts of good stuff in it, as you're about to see. Once we tell you, you'll be able to pick yours up through Gearbest at a really low price. It's already priced under $30. So give a check in the show notes for a buying link, and if we can get you an even better discount, we'll have that down there for you. Inside this unit, you're going to find that it supports Bluetooth 4.0 for your tethering, and IP67 down to 50 meters of swimming, waterproof, everything you want to do and get it wet. It does have beeping on board as well as vibration, I guess. Phone call reminders, pedometer, yep, all those things. In addition, you've got all these other features, a luminous style so you can see it at night, support for Facebook and Skype and Twitter and WeChat and WhatsApp and all of the standard ones. A 1.24-inch screen and a 610 milliamp hour battery that's going to give you, look at this, how many days are there in a year? 365, right? Times how many days? Anyway, it's about 33 months on a little tiny CR2450 button battery. And it can do all that with the Bluetooth 4.0. This is really getting incredible, really amazing. If we can ever get this kind of technology into Android-type watches, then we've solved the battery problem. It's a done deal when you've got something like this with an always-on standard screen like your old digital watches. It's those power-intensive color screens that eat a lot of it. Anyway, here is some more information in the languages that it supports, and let's take a look what came in the box. There's the actual watch itself. And it's rather bulky, no doubt, with that size of a battery inside of it. What? You're saying, Mr. Ticks, what? You know, that little battery is a tiny little round thing. Why does it have to be that thick for the battery? It doesn't. I'm making a joke. Anyway, we got a little cover on the back. I guess I could peel that off. Definitely a cover on the front. But before we do, it gives us instructions on how to turn it on, and this is becoming the pattern in many of these. You press these opposite two buttons, and that should turn it on. Long press. Apparently they had people sending it back, I would imagine, that couldn't even figure out how to turn it on. So let's see what happens if we press and hold. 33-month battery life. It shouldn't need charging. It says on, and it's coming up with zeros. And we are active. Of course, it's not going to have the correct time or any of that until we tether it, and we have to go online to do all that or onto the phone. So that'll be the next step. But we've got two buttons over here. It says up and reset, start, up and reset are on this one. Light and mode are here. Okay, I guess it's time let's look what else is in here, and then we'll get into the manual. I see some screwdrivers and stuff. Really? 2 screwdrivers. I never know what to expect. Are they the same? Yeah, I think I just got somebody shoved an extra screwdriver in here. Why do I need a screwdriver for this watch? Anybody? I'm looking for you to raise your hands. Anybody? No, doesn't fit there. There's no SIM card. There's no battery port. Ah, it fits the bands. Okay, very good, very good. I knew you guys would get it eventually. All right, let's look at the manual. Here we go. We got buttons on the side. We already told you about that. Oh, tiny writing, but if you blow it up on your big TV, you should be able to read it nicely. Yeah, dear user, specifications. Oh boy, there's your warning and statements. And then what we get into is the overall layout of the watch and all of the different symbols and what they mean on here. Goodness, okay, it's going to be symbol driven. How you turn the power on, we just did that. How you turn Bluetooth on and off, the upper left corner. This is starting to look familiar to some of the similar size and style watches from Finaw. I think it was the F2 and F3 over there that they had. Time, getting that all set. Okay. Date setting. Maybe we don't sync it with a watch. Maybe we do the setting manually like we did with the old digital watches. I don't know. It does support Bluetooth 4 though. Alarm. This is a thick manual. Stopwatch and timer. And resetting. Okay, incoming call and messaging. So it'll flash icons for you to tell you if you have an incoming call, but it's not going to put the number on the screen. Yeah. You can work it as a remote camera with that button to take a picture from your phone when tethered to the app. It's got the luminous dial up in that button and a low power reminder, it says, down there below. Here we go. App for the iPhone and apps for installing the Android phone. Now, look carefully. It's talking about a 2.1 for China and a 2.2 for overseas. So we're probably looking at this QR code, unless you're in China, that you're going to want to scan to install the tethering app. Okay. And then you do the standard tethering stuff. App user login. It looks like you need to do that and then bind the watch to the phone. How you unbind everything. And then the overall app operation. A relatively detailed user's manual. I'm impressed with that, with color pictures and everything. Data upload and refreshing. Okay. And some connection issues. Now here we go with the QR codes again, it looks like. And a warranty card. And that's the manual from Zeblaze. Wow, they even reprint the QR codes here as well. Okay, they really want to make sure you get the right app tethered. And you can cut it out and save it in case you need it for future reference. And that's everything in the box. 2 screwdrivers, and let's run it through its paces. You have a light over here. It's a little dim backlight. If I press it, it's actually lit up. But you have to be really in the dark to see it. Very soft. But hey, you're getting almost 3 years of life out of this, so they're not going to let you use the watch with the light on very often and run down the battery. It's not rechargeable. It's replaceable. You have a mode switch on here. Now, if you look carefully, and I'm having a hard time getting it aligned just right in the light, but check it out. This is the time. You press the button once and you get the date. Press it again, and you get the pedometer reading of number of steps walked, 2,351 at this point, with the equivalent calories burned based on your data in the app, and your mileage walked in miles or kilometers. I'm pretty sure you can change it between the two. Here's an alarm you can set. Here's a stopwatch, which I started almost 24 hours ago, and it's in hours, minutes, and seconds, and you're back to time. Okay, that's the watch. Now, the tethering app looks like this. Here we go. I can pull it down to refresh it. It'll update the number of steps using Bluetooth 4. Remember, this is a 3-year practically battery in here. And when we go over here, 2351, you see it hasn't refreshed yet. If you look carefully down in the corner, you can see the Bluetooth connection is lit up right there. There we go. Now we've updated, and you can see in the chart there's yesterday and today's step count, which you can show weekly or monthly if you want to. And you can turn this into a camera where on here, if I press the upper right button, I'm wiggling it so you can see it froze there as it took its picture. You can take a remote selfie or whatever you'd like to right off of the watch with the upper right-hand button by launching the app and doing the camera. That's about it in terms of what you've got here. However, you can go into the device management. It'll tether to something called X-Watch. Even though it's the VIBE 3 by name, look for X-Watch and connect it. You have user name information. You can set an avatar, your name, gender, birth date, height, and weight to help with the calculations, and an operation guide and overall settings. In settings, you have a background setting of pictures for the app. That's kind of interesting, huh? How do I set it? Do I just take it? I guess so. And you have a target number of steps that you can change to, and you could change between kilometers and miles in its operation. The app's name is Sports Plus, and it's available in the Google Play Store. And here's what the app looks like. And if we read about it, you can find out what else it could do. Now remember, this app is for a variety of different watches, no doubt. And the VIBE 3 has chosen it to be the server that it'll link to. And where it's talking about 6 months of use, we have almost 3 years on the VIBE 3. All right, there you go. The VIBE 3 coming to us from Gearbest. That's a really interesting watch. Strong possibilities. It's got the reverse screen, white writing on black, but of course it's LCD, and it's going to have low battery usage. So you're going to get a long life with this one for under $30 already as it is. And check the show notes for a discount coupon. You've been watching Smartwatch Ticks. We really appreciate your subscription. That encourages a lot of vendors to send us new watches and very unique things you haven't seen before. So your subscription counts. All right, we'll see you again soon.